Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 4 of our Heinrich Kemmler SFO Grimmhammer campaign. In today's episode, we are here to do battle against a three-way army of Bretonia, led by Vivienne and Luan Lesersen. So we've got lots of peasants coming on over to face us, only 2 real units of knights as well as 1 paladin to watch out for, and we can sit Krell on the paladin, no problem. At least we should be able to. Let's see if we can take down this rather large force of Bretonians. Auto-resolve thinks we're going to lose all of our zombies and some crypt ghouls. I think we can probably do a little bit better. We've got a nice choke point and some trees to kind of keep the knights bogged down in, so let's dive on into the fight. Okay, so we've got a kind of a strange sloped hill. How long till our enemy reinforcements are arriving? Almost 2 minutes. That's a fair bit of time. Likely it would be a good idea to catch them in this area. There's no telling where the enemy is going to deploy on the other side. They're a bit of a terrain visual glitch. Let's go ahead and set up the zombies. Because we can set up to deal with this first group. I think we'll be in a good place. We'll have zombies. With a unit or 2 of spearmen on this side here. We can spread them out as the battle gets going. Skeletons, the balefire cart, and then we'll have the other spearmen kind of off in these trees here. Zombies a little ways down. Over. The hounds. I'd like to keep everyone a little bit more close together on this battle here, so we'll have the knights behind these trees if we can deploy it, and even if not, that's just fine. We'll have the crypt ghouls kind of in the middle of our big blob of death. Or the crypt horrors that they feed back. Don't want anyone too far up on this one. Honigstein stalkers back here in the middle of the group, finding some friends once the battle really gets going. We'll keep you guys behind the doggos if we can. Kind of not organized line. Force the enemy to react to us. We'll hit his Krell. These guys spread out a little bit more. Try to catch the enemy cavalry. Sweet business. Let's go ahead and set up all of the infantry so we can grab everyone like so. I'm just going to take these ones on out. More speedy lads in the balefire cart. Perfect. Let's get this battle started. We are going to have to wait the 2 minutes, and I don't believe the enemy is going to advance towards us, so let's just go ahead and set up closer towards where the enemy is going to be advancing from. Oh, and here they come, moving on over towards us. Well, that works out quite well. Dropping down lightning spells, which is not going to be all that useful against the zombies. There are units of spearmen kind of spread out. Their battle strategy doesn't seem to be very smart.
Heinrich Kemmler.
And they're going to go for the try to full surround, which very fair. We can hold all of these peasants for a very long time, with just some zombies and skeletons, while we eviscerate this other group. One around. He thinks he's clever. We'll just have all 3 of these units work together to deal with this foolish paladin. Have the zombies fall on back a little bit. They're going to lightning our spearmen, which is very fair. Archers are firing on away, but we should be able to deal with this this paladin quite quickly. Spears step up to the forefront there. They're going to send in a little bit more. They've got the men-at-arms with maces coming on over. We should be able to maul them quite easily with all of the units we've got on this side. Alright, here come the reinforcements. Go ahead and have the zombies charge on in. We'll break this unit that we can. Spears forward. Make the zombies a bit more dangerous. Just maximize the attack there. Spirit Leech on this Prophetess of Life. Others going to go for trying to press through the line. An interesting strategy. One that's amusingly quite working. Dive into the fight. Ghosties, come on in over here. Everyone work together on these Knights Errant. They're going to keep charging on in. Our Dire Wolves are having all sorts of problems there. Let's get the Necromancer over so he actually helps out in this initial battle. Meanwhile, Krell and Himmler can annihilate these fools. So they're going to focus down the corpse part at all costs.
Heinrich Kemmler. Yes, yes.
Keep ripping them to pieces. Krell get in on there on the archers. Keep this group sequestered, and we'll drop down the overcast heals on all of these guys that are at least as close together as possible. Archers in the back line. Knights Errant are going to be a problem, but if we can keep them bogged down, going just about nowhere. The mounted yeomen definitely are going nowhere. Alright, advance forward into the spearmen. We're going to have the Crypt Horrors pull back away from that nonsense so they can get another charge. Wouldn't mind it coming all the way back through. It looks like our Necromancer has been engaged by the Paladin. Not sure where he came from. Being on the Pegasus is going to be very hard to actually get away from him. We'll keep him in with his spears. It looks like he has a one-track mind here. These yeomen are gone. Come on back around and deal with the Heaven's Prophetess. All of the peasants are fleeing for their worthless lives. Keep those Knights Errant bogged down. Keep them from charging. Fantastic. We've more or less crushed them on the front end here. They've got a few of the mounted yeomen charging back and forth. The initial force has been routed. Go ahead and turn around all the important units and smash them in over here. Good old monster mash. Most of their front line is fleeing for the hills. All they've got left is the hammer. Bring Krell and everyone back on around. I don't know if we should really have him fighting the Knights Errant, but he should do just fine. Go ahead and surround this Paladin with as much poison as possible. Keep slamming into this group. We can have you drop down the overcast heals on yourself and company. You'll often deal with those spearmen at arms. Dire Wolves, I need to actually use you a bit more comprehensively. Knights are very spread out, but they should still annihilate. As none of you are braced, go right through the lines. Beautiful. Turn around and clobber the damsel. Looks like Bretonia flees. Very limited damage to ourselves. Get over here and drop down the Spirit Leech if we can. Turn on back around and go after the Knights Errant, everyone that can. And Black Grail Knights smashing on in, and that's the victory. All Bretonians. Luckily, you are peasants no longer. Welcome to freedom. See, now where you went wrong is your horde of peasants can still feel things like fear and pain, whereas mine cannot. We're going to go ahead and return those captives, I believe, for a hefty dose of dark magic.
Excuse the tomb breath.
Excuse the tomb breath. Gross. He wants us to join the war with Bastogne. I don't know if we have any deals with Bastogne. I'm going to decline this time. We've got a Mortal Informant, which sounds fantastic. We get a bit more magical item drop chance. Ooh, it's positive growth in Jizero. Every day, more of your followers flock to the city in fear that some terrible peril or enemy horde will murder them without the protection of its walls. Great. We're gonna murder them inside the walls. So for Kevin there, Mr. Wolfdrake. We're just gonna go for an additional point into Raise Dead, make that a bit cheaper. And we can attack Luan at Grung-Zint, which we have already weakened extensively, so we're gonna go ahead and wipe them out with a leg sweep there. Lose a lot of troops, or more than we definitely would have. We'll finally secure the province. Kevin is now on a corpse cart, so we now have a normal one rolling around as well. We got a bit of ward save and the Balefire Brazier, both awesome. He's just now going to be an even bigger target than he was before. Turn, and in the entirety of 5 provinces. I own 11 provinces? In what way? Either way, we've completed the right betrayal revealed. I have like 3 provinces. Maintained the control of 3 provinces, either by direct ownership. Yeah, that must have been a slight bug. Either way, we gained a bit of magic for completing the true one. And I'm here for it.
They will serve.
So Luan looks like he has actually disbanded a few troops. And since the area is all undead and gross now, let's come on out of the settlement and see if we can't go for an ambush.
The spirits agree.
Come over here, friend. It's clearly safe. Do you think we have a non-aggression pact with Bastogne?
Filth stands before me.
Vile filth, eh? Glad we didn't declare on you. The Red Duke is getting run over.
Tomb rot.
Cool, here at Grung-Zint, we could just go for the Grave Guard later on, so we might as well. Let's go for the Corrupted Village here at Grung-Zint so we can get in the Marble. And whatever building is going along with that. Actually thinking we're going to want the Aura of Dark Majesty for a bit more leadership size for the... Just making sure our zombies don't crumble. Although just stronger zombies sounds good too. Dark Pact is for the entire army, which we should probably snag. We'll be doing lots of attacking, so extra leadership during that attack. Always going to be good. Dark Desires for even more leadership. We can grab Fell Rituals, Ghoulish Tendencies, Ghastly Ambitions, a bit of healing for the entire army, and Weapon Strength for the individual units. Looks like mostly for ghouls, and then for the Mortis engine and things later on. Oh, faction-wide upkeep reduction for corpse carts. I mean, if I must. Organized is going to drop construction time, cooldown reduction, miscast chance, drops the enemy wins of magic, and then extra wins for yourself. Let's go for Dark Desires. I believe we want to start working down this line here. Although getting some actual powerful spell casting is going to be likely very important. Holding them with our zombies and then obliterating them with a Wind of Death going to be very necessary. We're here at Castle Artois. Finally time for Awaken Battlefield. Campaign movement for everyone in this area drops enemy movement, increases growth in all adjacent provinces, and it is going to increase a whole bunch of stuff going on here, and to give us a nice garrison. Black knights and the lads with lances and barding that are reliquary, which shall increase the melee attack and weapon damage for everyone recruited in this province. Gives us the White Kings, and it looks like it increases armor while under siege, which is quite intriguing. We do need the ghosts though, so let's go ahead and grab the spirit hosts here. Access to the Banshee as well. 4,000. And the Lodestone of Darkness for the Black Coach and the Unholy Lodestone Corpse Cart, which will give us a bit more, I guess, drop enemy melee defense and give us some healing. This will be the strongest one for us, probably. Maybe a mixture of Balefire Cart in this one. Let's go for just pure military, I guess. That doesn't give us any extra warriors? Yeah, pure military.
I need more minions.
More minions. You're doing fine for now, my friend. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pass out the commandment here in the Northern Grey Mountains. Looks like we're going to go for, I think, just fostering terror still. Maximizing that growth. Perfect. Is Sylvania looking to trade just yet? Ooh, they are finally.
I wish to discuss with thine true father.
What doth?
I accept.
Are necromancers related to vampires in any way? I didn't think they were. I thought it was a school of magic.
Armored in faith.
Disciples of the Maw want to trade? We should have access to the crossbowmen through our von Karstein deals there, so we should have through ROR. We've got 1 out of 6. Go ahead and add these guys to, I think, Pobrick's group. So let him roll with the confused Sylvanians. Zombies can go ahead and find a new home. And we can recruit in some crossbows. How much upkeep do these guys have? Or do they? It doesn't look like they have any upkeep. That's pretty awesome. I think they're slightly less potent than normal crossbowmen, but I mean, no upkeep on a crossbow unit sounds great. Alright then. Yep, another turn. Alright, a fairly uneventful in-turn, but now that Musalon is gone, we are going to have a lot of Bretonnians looking our way. Rotten Grit. Extra 20% resistance for zombie units. And we are going to want to have Kemmler. I think we're going to want to come on back around pretty quickly. Let's go into March. Come through the fort towards Gisero. We have non-aggression pacts with most of them, so they won't be able to declare war on us right away, but they will likely start breaking those non-aggression pacts rather quickly. Hopefully, the fools from Albion can come on down and start doing some damage up in the marshes of Crone. Otherwise, we might be in a pretty dangerous state here. For our next technology. Vanguard deployment for all the zombies. Back over, we only have 4 of the Dark Insight. First one we want to go for, I'm thinking, is going to be all of them give us more leadership for Kemmler. Campaign after winning battles is probably the way to go. Middle line is pretty dangerous as well. All of these very good. This one just for if you want to boost up your necromancers a whole bunch, though. Rise again, plus 10% chance for destroyed units to be restored. That's probably the one we need to go for. Just on the ability to make sure our troops are always coming back if we lose them. Losing units as the undead is kind of par for the course.
Flesh to craft.
So let's go for extra income from repression buildings, perhaps. Moving on towards the Baleful Rituals. Do we need to just make sure we're super strong in battle itself? Armor down to perfect vigor. Let's go through this tier here. So 6, extra 6, so that's 6 on each. Gonna be a little bit. We definitely need to raise up our research rate.
Everything dies. Move
Arbor,
us.
you were just defending Artois. Hopefully they get overconfident and come on over attack. Likely not, though. I don't know what you're shouting about. Things are fine here. Finally go for the Dark Iron Pit. Start giving us a bit more income and trade resources there. Missing the ability to build things up immediately with gold.
Tinker.
Protector
We
of the
could
realm.
fish for some trade agreements with the Disciples of the Maw. We just don't have the gold for it.
Or it will be offered to the
Oh, who all are you at war with? Reichland? I'm gonna have to hold off on that one. Eventually we will want to be, but we are gonna have to be fighting all of the Bretonnians here in a moment. We got through everyone's turn and no one declared on us, but they're all building up their forces in their faction capitals. Ahmed the Devoted.
By all that I hold dear.
Here's what we need to try to break Lewin and claim Corone. I'm pretty sure Corone gives us one of the dark magic areas specific to us.
It is night.
Himmler, is there anything useful you can recruit up while you're here? A balefire cart is not really what I'm thinking. How many are defending Corone? A lot. We're gonna need a couple armies likely to bring them down. Okay, let's try to bleed them dry then. Dead wood shack here, so great. And we are waiting for some more growth in the northern Grey Mountains.
You dare. You dare.
Yeah, there's not a lot. How many turns we have to wait for more Sylvanian crossbows? Doesn't really say how many turns those guys cycle through. We have 6 of them total, it looks like, but besides that, wouldn't mind breaking Bohemia now. So many Bretonnians around here, and the faster we get into a war with the Wood Elves, the faster things get really nasty for us. Let's go to the other side of Gizero, maybe? Or through Marienburg.
Follow me.
Oof.
Yes.
We should have stayed over here. We could probably have attacked Corone.
It will be.
A very tough call. Let's go march into Grungzint. We're gonna go try to ambush right up front, see if we can't catch this army after they recruit up some troops. And then hopefully Talbert and Castle Artois can handle Lewin. We're close enough, we can come on back through the pass pretty quickly and handle anyone that's trying to come after our main settlements. At least that's the intent.
Bats and wolves, gather. Find me charnel
As
pigs.
long as you're staying here, you've got 70%. That is all we need. Alright, another uneventful turn, thankfully. Looks like Romine is actually still recruiting up now. I guess it was Lewin that was grabbing some more troops.
I am the lion.
Alright, let's go for the final point into the ossuary for even more growth. And just 50 income is not a ton. Make sure we can build up the post as quickly as we can there.
We will all pay.
And let's jump on out in front of this
Is ours.
settlement and try to ambush the Bretonnians.
Yes, the time is right.
We're going to do a little bit of biding our time. Building up the castles and just trying to lure these armies out to slaughter them. Because the more I guess the more dangerous battles we fight, the more casualties that are slain in battle, the more powerful units you can raise through the raised dead pool, which is just the best. Allows us to get things like those Black Knights kind of on a whim. In fact, let's come on in here and see if we can't grab some more elite troops. Get some ghouls, even a unit of Graveguard. We just can afford them. Awesome. I think the other place we have the raised dead pool is Karak Ziflin. We have to kind of zoom back over if we want to try to grab some more knights. All right, we'll move through here. Check our diplomacy real fast.
It hungers.
Now we're closing in on being able to trade with the disciples.
What is your
Not looking to
command,
threaten
God?
them
Yes.
just yet.
Champion of the
Okay,
lady.
well, no diplomacy really to be had. I am tempted to start sending out
Is not the will of
this
the lady.
necromancer. Do we have any? Can we recruit any more of them? In Grungzint, perhaps? Ah, no, we cannot. Next turn we might be able to.
Soon I'll be all.
I'm gonna leave Marcus here for now. Are we pausing it? Leave Marcus here for now. That way I can come on up to try to snag some blood kisses by taking out the different heroes Romaine has with her. Right, turn is ours. Taubert's ambush was full. She looks quite perturbed by her plight there. We've got unhappy populace as well. New mission. The mightiest of fortress will build any main settlement building to level 5. Will gain a nice group of dark magic and a few items.
You
Good stuff. Well, Taubert. I still think they're going to build up an attack, likely Jizero very soon. So you stay here.
strike out.
Just keep building up experience.
Darkness comes.
Upkeep production and experience gain is probably the way we'll do kind of the same thing we're doing with Kemmler. Meanwhile, he will be in charge of actually keeping the troops moving. Alright then. We get 4. Ooh, not even Grave Guard. Straight up Cairn Wraiths.
Yeah.
Kemmler, do you have any good raised dead over there? Do you have Cairn Wraiths as well? Hang on now.
Find me grave bound.
Oh, they're slightly confused. Oh, we're only allowed to have a certain number. Okay, we can only have 2 of them. There's just none there. I see. Well, Kemmler doesn't necessarily boost up Grave Guards. We'll probably give them over to the other army then. Before we do, how many turns before we can declare war on Marienburg again?
Castine. A curse upon the Empire for centuries. What
Really?
do you want, creature?
Might wipe you guys out then real quick just to grab Marienburg. And it's a lovely dock. Then we're really going to be playing defense for the Empire, because they'll likely turn around and attack us immediately. She's still building up forces. It would be Marienburg, Gorsel, and Arnau. Alright, well, let's join that war. I'll join your war with Marienburg, and you... I just want gold. Orcs aren't likely to attack us. Aren't likely to. Let's wipe out Marienburg. If we can here. Has a lot of crossbows, 2 knights, and some mortars.
It will be.
Field. A valiant defeat it gives us. Looks like they've got the Imperial tactics, so they've got a bit more, How many can you drop this down on? What a cooldown. Awesome. Let's set up some siege towers then. And a ram. And we'll go ahead and continue the siege.
Obliterate.
Obliterate. I wouldn't mind luring this army over, and if they both attack us, we should be able to take them both down. In Grungzint, Brimstone Cutter's Workshop. Dread castles of Sylvania are made from stone shaped by stonecutters. Under von Kochstein's thrall. Zombie stonecutters. This is a zombie-infested iron mine. Sweet. And it is completely expendable, expendable labor force. We can grab you, 2 Grave Guard, which is even better than 1, as you might expect. Let's get rid of these 2 zombies, or the skeletons, but the ones that are not elite.
Darkness comes.
Yoink, yoink. Recruit them on in. Absolutely. Very heavily armored undead. Sylvania, who all are you at war with? Looks like Zufbar and Reichland. I wouldn't mind helping you out with your war with Zufbar.
I wish to discuss
Can I
with
join
thy
that one?
true father.
Ooh. How much are you willing to pay me for it? Nothing. They're very confident. In that case, no deals to be had. We'll come on back over. Gotta zoom in through these turns here.
Everything dies.
Albert, back into ambush. Hopefully we can catch Lewin.
This is ill-considered.
We need to break Corone quickly. He's gonna keep just upgrading this army. She did exactly what I wanted and came on over to defend the town. Perfect. So now we just have to deal with the two knights. I mean, it is one of those where you do have to keep these spellcasters all in order, but should be no problem. Can you give us a valiant defeat? I think not. Because it does really depend on where the settlement garrison is going to be reinforcing from. But Empire Knights being what they are, I think we've got this. Take it to them. Alright, since we know the AI is not going to be foolish about this battle, let's make sure we have the upper hand. So we're not going to worry about this reinforcing army at all. We need to lock down and destroy the Bretonnians, and then turn around. Grab our zombies, we'll spread them out ever so slightly. Let's go for a flanking of spears. With a unit of swordsmen up front. On both sides here, so we'll be a little ways away, which might lure the Bretonnian knights over. The arrogant lads they are. Let's go for ghouls in the woods up top, being led by the Cairn Wraiths. And then the Königstein Stalkers can hang out in the middle with the Bale Cart. Bale Cart. Ghouls on either side, and then the Black Knights to duel with enemy knights themselves. I'm going to have the Hound Dogs hiding off over here, and they're going to be in charge of hunting down the mortars when this group comes in. So Kemmler,
Heinrich Kemmler.
he is going to be the heat-seeking Krell
Awake, minion.
on heat-seeking Krell duty. And then you are rolling around on a corpse cart yourself, so let's scoop them apart.
Life is a fate.
Or maybe just in the middle here. Seems a bit more safe. Beautiful stuff. Let's go ahead and grab all the normal chaff. The sneaky boys. And then Big Papas and company. There we go. Let's get this battle started. Just in the middle, are you? We're going to come straight over towards you. Yep, let's go get them. You guys just go straight forward. Try to take the high ground there. Dropping down some lightning, not so scared. Are both of the knights errant on one side? They've got... Okay, those are mounted yeomen. They have 3 knights errant. That's a bit terrifying. Let's get over here and drop off Krell.
It is time.
You guys go up this way. Main body just direct forward. These two can probably easily handle those knights. So we're just gonna have Kemmler go straight through that front line. Those are battle pilgrims. Not scared. Especially since we have ourselves a nice nice gap here. Oh, hang on now. Here comes the enemy paladin. Oh, come on, Kemmler. Don't get bogged down by some peasants. That would be all the foolish. Alright, and now you drop down Krell. Hello. Have you met Krell? Is that what you were waiting on? Krell's gonna go ahead and chase off this priestess here.
Yes, master.
And you just need to keep running. Let's drop in the damage for this group.
Krell would be impressed.
You guys take down those mounted yeomen. Any heals for everyone here. I guess we left the doggos to the back. Fine. Charge everyone straight into combat. You guys go after that group. And then where did my knights go? Great usage of them. Incredible. Kemmler, we need you to come on back through pretty quickly now. Drop heals kind of as you go. Krell, keep chasing around this prophetess. And here come the Imperials. Corpse cart needs to come on back a little ways. We can drop off not overcast, just a single. Excuse me. Single cast this in with the group that's trying to take down Kemmler.
Lord of Undeath.
Beautiful. Dance Macabre on the zombies. Yoink.
Tremble before me.
Okay, we'll bring these swordsmen over. Our micro is suffering a little bit here. These knights are goofy strong. Make sure you two are both focusing the same ones. We annihilated the group on top. Didn't do great on our overall micro though, so we are got a lot of ghouls up on top that aren't doing anything. Hound dog's back in the woods there. He's getting overwhelmed by the zombies. Let's go ahead and just add some Kemmler to the fight. More zombies here. Have you guys go break this prophetess. You hunt down the paladin. We'll just blanket the back line then in that group. Pull our own knights away from the fighting. Everyone else has some kind of healing, so that'll be perfectly fine. Spearmen, come up front, stand there and wait. Let's come on back, give everyone here the healing. Ghosts are going to get involved, and we can turn Kemmler back around and deliver some clobbering.
Their time has come.
Awesome stuff. And they're going nowhere. Setting the knights up and around. A bold strategy. Skeletal spearmen just walk up and kind of stop that nonsense. Looks like they've got halberds hanging out with their cannons, which does make a whole heap of sense. Up the hill there. The ghouls, you can keep chasing off the knights errant. Meanwhile, the Empire Knights are caught. Beautiful. Zombies, you keep chasing these individual units right off. Crossbowmen are close enough to do some damage. Just go ahead and start pulling away. Zombies, go ahead and start moving back around. Spearmen, get involved here. You'll have the crit ghouls come on up as well. Doggos, come on out. And we need to make sure we are in a position to deal with all the archers that are here. Alright, we're going to have to bog them down so there's no escaping. Send you guys after those micros. Corpse cart is going to be a huge target. Let's go ahead and drop in some zombie friends. Ghouls can hang on out as well. Looks like chased them all the way off the map, which we need to go find the Empire Captain. There he is. That's your target, Krell. Yeah, they're focusing down one unit. Real sad. Send the ghosts in over here, and then you guys come on around and deal with these archers. Ghouls around. Same thing there. One who's not fighting. Find yourself a target.
Still my beating heart.
They are focusing you down. When I'm back, we'll have these ghouls come back and clobber these men-at-arms. Alright, if the paladin wishes to fall, that's his prerogative. Come on through, drop off the heal, or the extra damage, rather.
I know what I do.
They're struggling against crossbowmen, are they? And they really are not performing very well, these hound dogs.
With haste.
Keep mauling those men-at-arms. We'll go ahead and pull you away from the Empire Captain, Kemmler, if we can there. And try to go into these crossbows instead. More zombies on this group. Pulling them away was not even really worth it. We need to get rid of that group, or the Firehounds as fast as we can. Clobber the men-at-arms. Go ahead and come through into this group of swordsmen. Kemmler, come on back. Gotta keep avoiding the enemy general for now. The corpse cart is getting destroyed. Alright, Kemmler, get in there and stop that nonsense. We'll have these hounds come on back. I guess we can use them as just a missile for now. Keep dealing with those crossbows. And Krell's finally back. They're gone, turn around. Have these zombies waddle on into these crossbows. They're fighting halberds, they're doing a very admirable job. Overcast heal over on this other side that is doing a bit of wavering.
Heinrich Kemmler.
Kemmler, bring him over to Krell for me. Looks like the rest of the army is getting annihilated. As we would expect, let's go ahead and get some actual action shots. And bring our Black Knights on back towards the fight there. That fight with the Empire Knights apparently lasted forever. Hounds go after these crossbows here. Krell should be absolutely annihilating the enemy horde there. Kemmler can come on in and do some helping. No reason not to help. Kemmler, you're in the way now, buddy.
It is time.
Go do something else. Let Krell handle the general. And the axe is the size of your shield. Getting hit by that, you're not gonna block much. I mean, you might. It's just gonna break your arm. And maybe your shoulder. And maybe your back. Oh, there goes Todd. He's on a mission. Enemy generals fleeing on away, and it looks like we've probably got them crushed. Try to send our speedy units on and away and get these knights back before we lose them. And that's what we need, is losing the knights because they got a little bit homesick. Before we win the battle, let's see if we can drop down a few more heals. Let's go for these hound dogs so we don't lose them as well. The enemy lord's gone. Who is still fighting? Plus unit of crossbows. Nope. They were brave enough for one more volley, and then that's that. Game of fatal chase. Alright, good stuff. Not gonna worry about hunting down the surviving Empire captain. We're just gonna try to butcher all of the defenders of the settlement. I will catch you all in a moment. Well, Crone's vegetable reinforcements proved to be far too weak, and we defeated them easily. Road victory secured once more here. We're gonna get as many of these as we can here. I guess it is gonna completely overvalue those crossbows, which if things were opposite here, I bet every single one of you probably could have slaughtered Kemmler in Corone or Marienburg's place. Let's go ahead and grab the domination of these captives. And we should be able to just wipe out Marienburg with an auto resolve. Let's see how many skill points, just the single one for a heroic victory, eh? Let's start saving our overall skill points for the Eternal Bastion here. We can come on in and grab a few of our unique skills that much faster here. Perpetual regeneration for himself sounds great, and then horrible regeneration for spirits. And it also will be regenerating. Yeah, that's terrifying. Barrow Kings will be great when we actually start recruiting White Kings in. More movement range. And then bonus versus infantry for all of our spirits. Become the true spooky lord of everything.
Turn them to death.
Excellent. Well, let's keep working down the magic line here. And then we can start on the Dark Desires one. I'm thinking the Fell Rituals for even more spell resistance and Vampiric Corruption. Oh, it only gives one additional. He's just sending out one little vampire bat every now and again. Not super efficient, but that's what we're here for. Gravedigger, Enchanted Shield, and then we'll go ahead and kneecap Marienburg. Yoink. The settlement belongs to me now. Could loot and occupy, but we lost almost nothing in the fighting, so we will not. We'll take Marienburg as is. We've got ourselves now the Marienburg Docks, which can go all the way up to gaining 800 income, 30 growth, and 10% more tradable resources produced faction-wide. It's gonna be very expensive, but awesome when we get there. Hero becomes a legend. And actually, since we have this building, I'm not going to delete it yet. That should allow us to grab one more up to... up to 9. Why can we have 9? What has changed? Was it the main building here in Castle Artois? It was indeed, so we get 6 instead. I was going off the assumption we didn't need that, so in this case, take out the binding circle. Anything that makes us more gold is what I'm going for here. Talbert, you can come on back. Or can Lewin go?
All that I hold
very far. Okay, well you stay here and do some recruiting then.
Bring it all to me.
Bring it all to me. And we'll go ahead and kick out one more zombie. See you later, buddy. Or just a... oh, we get some black coaches as well. I want to grab them and deliver them to Kemmler. We can't afford. For now, we'll just have 2 of the smashy cryptors. I'm thinking a black coach or 2, at least 1 in each army, is probably a very good call. We can start grabbing some of the ghosty boys as well, which have all of the extra abilities. Covery, Enfeeble Attack, Immunity Contacts being incorporeal. But now we have no gold. In terms of money, we're broke. Looks like Emud is moving to get ready to attack Ziflin. There's lots of bats there, aren't there?
The dead approve.
It is the utmost defended. Alright, now can we peace out with Marienburg again? Probably not. Did you just mispronounce my name on purpose? Sheer disrespect.
Tinker, tinker.
Deals with Clan Scryer always go very poorly. We'll at least take the trade agreement.
Pain.
And all of the gold he's willing to give me. Same thing with the Disciples, trade agreement, and Doc Magics. Thanks, Chunky.
Clan Scryer.
Yeah, we'll leave the nuclear rat alone for now. He'll likely be back asking for non-aggression later on. Can you now afford the black coach? Sure can. Let's get rid of these fellbats then. There's no real need for them. We've got the dire wolves to sneak around behind. They only cost 300, so we'll grab, I guess, just the one, because that's all we can afford. Bring one over to Kemmler, and he'll keep one himself. I'll do. Not sure what just happened, but it looks like maybe the Chaos Forces landed ashore here and sacked the settlement. But Angrid is now taken over for the other Dobby that are over there by the Empire. And I think we can probably lay a trap over here. It looks like Lewin's gone. Yeah, so let's go ahead and lay a trap right in the border here.
World domination is
We got one turn for the Crypt Horrors and the Black Coach, then we can come on up and claim the settlement. So that'll be the idea.
Find me grave bound.
Himmler just has, I mean, we have the ghouls, thankfully, through recruitment, but that's all we have. Ziflin or Jizero up to the next tier. I think we're going to go for Grung Zent, since we can actually keep it safe. Marienburg will build the Red Pit.
Yes.
One more intern here. Let's see what the Bretonians are up to.
Go on then. Speak your words, but don't mistake me for some
Oh, Icked Claw, you coming in for some more deals? Non-aggression pact, do you have any gold for me? You can wait then. Feasting on the small folk. A vampire within your dominion is needlessly feasting on the peasantry. They die in horror in their hamlets, leaving their pathetic farms unattended. If mortals become so fatalistic, then we reach an uprising. Error must be balanced. You can either take her lands or leave her be. Lose some control or diplomatic relations with Sylvania. That should go away over some time, so we're going to go ahead and snatch those lands back. Quit murdering our peasants, thank you. Lots of confederations going on away now. Got ourselves some nice dark magic and some preservation talismans. What happened to Bretonia? Did Batman Bellicor come on down and kneecap both of these settlements so we could just take them? I'm here for it. Grab that talisman of preservation. Anything else we can snag that's useful? Staff of Damnation has been awesome. I'd say 20 more armor is probably a bit more useful than just more melee defense. We've got no more enchanted items that are worth looking at.
They will all.
We'll give you your Obsidian Amulet, Trickster's Shard, and then an enchanted shield. You deserve it. Gravedigger, Mortal Informant. Let's come on to the other lords then and do kind of the same thing. Whatever we're missing out on. Razor Standard, and looks to be almost it.
Soon I'll be all-powerful.
Soon. Opal Amulet for the other lord then.
Dare.
Sweet business. So let's move up and take these, I guess, already crushed settlements. No, Corona is just fine. So we'll set up outside to fight them. Even this is a fight we could win pretty easily on the field. Let's go ahead and set up a few siege towers and then a ram.
Destruction. War it is.
I'm tempted to see what we can recruit through here. All sorts of goodies. Alright then. Great Weapon Graveguard. Armor Piercing. Same thing coming out of the Lance Black Knights. Here, 3,000 to recruit on in. Let's go for it again. No more hounds. Try to bring these knights in and keep them alive. Armor Piercing on the charge there. And yes, indeed, Bellicor has landed. Let's quickly try to move up and snatch settlement. Oh, we can't. Well, it's likely to go the way of the dodo. So either way, we can go ahead and move up towards Corone. Let's keep an eye.
Necropolis awaits.
Come on over to this area. Go into ambush.
Empty the tombs.
Perhaps we can snag some more goodies through the raised dead pool. Looks like no.
They will serve.
See what's in the raised dead pool here. A whole bunch, but nothing we can afford. We have a few ghosties.
Follow me.
Alright, well with our small battering of gold, let's go ahead and grab some blood mines over in Marienburg. Just try to make more gold, and we should be able to take down Corone here.
My lady will not allow.
Next turn, if she comes to attack, we're
Commit, minions,
in a
commit.
bit of trouble, but I think we can handle that one too. Bellicor has worn himself out fighting the Bretonians, which is also perfect. We're not gonna have to worry about him coming after us either. He's more likely to make deals with us when he's weak. Skip through, we end the turn.
Chaos. You think you control me?
Okay, what's going to go on here?
Kemmler, the Lich
We're
Master.
very neutral.
My destiny is.
Let us sign a pact in the blood of innocence. He wants to trade. Bellicor is very much the untrustworthy one, but for now,
Many ways.
This makes us buddies.
This is but
They are going to come on out and face us, and we're going to have a close defeat. This is another battle I think we can likely win, even with the massive amount of cavalry they have here. Take a quick look at the terrain. We can indeed kind of just set up in the trees, up looks like on this area here, or even just a little bit further up, and just wait for the cavalry to charge on over to us. We do have 2 units of trebuchets. We would need to send our own around. We need to weather a little bit of damage. That's a fight we can absolutely win, and we're going to go ahead and take to the field in the next episode. For now, I'm out of time for today. I have been Space with Total War. Remember, leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub zone. See you on the next one.